Welcome to a Monday edition of the Weekly Wrap with Vachon and Rapp.
Yeah.
And I'm Frank Rapp.
And I'm Matt Vachon.
And we are here on a beautiful Monday morning. I'm going to talk about the week that was sports and wrestling. However, we do have to talk real quick first. We didn't record yesterday. I did not feel well. I had a hangover, even though I don't drink. So people figure that one out. So that's why we didn't record yesterday. So this is why we're recording this morning. First, we should probably start off in saying happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Hopefully, you all had a nice day yesterday. My Sixers lost in Game 7 last night. So we'll start there with that because that was awful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we talked before Game 6, and I said, I can't imagine the Sixers losing any more games. Then they lost the next two. So, this morning there was a lot of blame being thrown around between Doc Rivers and Ben Simmons, and I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily one person's fault why they lost, but certainly Ben Simmons didn't help anything.
But Ben Simmons can go away.
Yeah.
He can go bye-bye anytime. I don't look. He's great. He's a great defender, but he's an offensive liability.
Yeah.
He has no jump shot whatsoever. Cannot shoot foul shots whatsoever.
Yeah.
But Joel Embiid didn't help things either yesterday. He had 8 turnovers plus the last 2 games.
Yeah.
And he's playing on a hurt knee, and I get that, but they just not, having Danny Green be out, that didn't help them either because he's a shooter. Seth Curry played out of his mind the last couple games. They just didn't have enough when it comes right down to it. Joel Embiid should have dominated that series and sat his ass in the post, but he likes to stay out on the wing and do all this bullshit. Keep your fucking big ass in the post and dominate down there. Don't come out and shoot threes and these step back 1-footers fading away. What the hell? Go, like, he's the tallest person on the floor. Like, I don't know why you're fading away for.
Yeah.
And Atlanta shoots a shot and the Sixers just stand there and they're like, and then Atlanta gets the offensive rebound and they make a layup or they get fouled, and I'm just like, man, I don't know. Ben Simmons was stupid. He played awful in the fourth quarter. I think it's time for the process to be blown up. Ben can go bye-bye anytime, and I really hope Daryl Morey blows up this team in the offseason. Keep Embiid and build around Embiid and get rid of everybody else.
Yeah, because I mean, really, when you look at that team, Embiid's the only piece like you got to keep. It's like everybody else can go away, but it'll be interesting to see what they do in the offseason.
Well, the issue is what's Ben Simmons' trade value worth? Because right now it's not worth shit.
Yeah.
It's worth as much as my fucking toenail on my right foot right now, which is 0. Like, he's not worth anything right now. And yes, he can play defense, but he can't do anything else. Like,
right.
When you don't shoot, and when he was what, 1 for 2 in the first half for 4 points, I think that's what his stat line was. He took 2 shots in the first half.
Yeah.
In Game 7.
Yeah, and I think he'd be in like a similar situation to where the Celtics were in with Kemba Walker, whereas he ended his season so poorly that what you can get for him on the market now was greatly diminished. So they basically had to give up, Kemba plus a first-round pick for, an aging Al Horford, bring him back. But basically it was like who else was going to take him? There was nobody else, so they had to give up that first round pick get something. And it's I think the Sixers are going to be in a similar situation that if they move on from him, like they're going to have to probably give up a pick too. It's not that just somebody will take him, but because he's not going to go to any team and be a leader or anything like that. Or
No.
So.
No, trading to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Why not?
He close to the Kardashians.
Yeah, he can go play with LeBron and AD out there.
Yeah.
And then watch him flourish.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it could be a Philly thing too. So, because you saw at the end of that game where they started throwing shit on the court. They were pissed.
Well, I mean, it is Philly. So.
Yeah. So look, okay, listen. All right. So, in the fourth quarter of the series, game 1, Ben Simmons went 2 of 2. Game 2, he didn't take a shot. Game 3, he went 1 of 1. Game 4, game 5, game 6, and game 7, he went 0 for 0 in the fourth quarter. And so he went 3 for 3 in the fourth quarter between games 1 and 3, and then didn't shoot at all games 2, 4, 5, 6, or 7.
That's so crazy. Your starting point guard doesn't take a shot.
No shot whatsoever. Not even a fucking layup.
Yeah. That's insane.
Oh well. Yeah. Just another season for the Sixers to be lost, because 2 years ago they lost on Kawhi Leonard's fucking bullshit fadeaway that still haunts me and makes me cry to this day.
Yeah.
Last year they lost in the fucking bubble.
Yeah. Yeah. And now
we lose to fucking Atlanta, who Trae Young can just fucking get hit by a bus. I hate that guy. He's such a cocky little prick.
Yeah. Worst hair in basketball, too.
Oh,
that's really something.
That is, because we're bald and Jesus Christ. As much as I don't like Milwaukee, I hope Milwaukee trounces them this series.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be surprised if they didn't, but
I would be too, but we've said that since I thought the Knicks would beat them back in the first round. So.
Right, yeah, and here we are. So
here we are. It's Milwaukee and Atlanta, game 1 Wednesday. So,
yeah, this whole NBA playoffs, I'm pretty surprised. It's like, I wouldn't have been shocked if you said the Clippers made it in the Western Conference Finals, but I'd be surprised if you said the Suns made it. Right. I would have been surprised if you said the Hawks. So it's like it's just a weird playoff like this year. But
and so game 1 yesterday of the Western Conference Finals, Phoenix won and they beat the Clippers. Booker had a triple-double yesterday afternoon. Yeah. The Clippers are without Kawhi, but Paul George played well, and so did Reggie Jackson. I didn't give them a chance against Utah, and they won games 5 and 6, and I couldn't believe it. Travis Mann, or whatever his name is, had 39 game 6 against Utah. I'm like, who's this kid? Like, where'd he come from?
Yeah, he blew up.
And then the story. Did you hear the story about him?
Yeah.
He was dry. He was getting on. He was about to get on a plane before the I think the combine or something like that. And the NBA called him and said, "No, get your ass back here. We need you back here for like a pre-draft workout or something." And his phone was at 1%. And as soon as he took the call, he told me, and he turned around and went back, and his phone died.
Damn.
And if he didn't take that call, he probably never would have got drafted.
Yeah. Wow.
So, it's crazy how that stuff works out.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've missed some pieces of that story, but it's the general idea, folks. Okay, don't criticize me. For the 3 people that watch this show. So, but no, I hope Phoenix wins. I really do. I don't want to see the Clippers win at all. I want to see them get blown up too, because Mr. Leonard's hurt. Supposedly he tore his ACL, but they haven't confirmed it yet.
Yeah.
So I have no idea.
Crazy thing. It's like they haven't said anything yet. It's like
no. Shams reported last Wednesday or Thursday that he tore his ACL, and they haven't said anything since. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah. We like we said, we had the Kemba Walker trade last week. Basically, Boston gave up him the 16th overall pick and I think another pick to go to Oklahoma City to bring back an aging Al Horford, like Matt said earlier, and 2 guys, and then a couple picks.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City now has, I think, 5 first-round picks this year.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna be like Boston was. Either they're gonna hit home runs or they're gonna strike the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And in reality, the only two picks that Boston really hit on was fucking Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and everybody else they struck out on.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
for sure.
I mean,
Yeah, and
yes,
it's crazy. Like you look at some of those drafts, some of those guys that went later, and um, yeah, they just draft bad. Danny's like he always just wants guards, like guards. He loads up on guards and misses guys like Clint Capella and um, I can't remember. There were a few guys where he just avoided getting the big man who's now done pretty well. So yeah, that was whatever.
yeah.
I mean, Kevin had to go because he didn't want to be there, and the Celtics wanted to get rid of him. They didn't get, I don't know. So I get those trades. Oklahoma City had all the leverage in the situation. So,
Well, if you think about it too, they said that they wanted to get rid of Kemba basically the year after they signed.
Yeah, they tried trading him. Yeah,
yeah. So they signed Kemba. More or less, it was a sign and trade because they traded Terry Rozier to Charlotte for Kemba, more or less. Okay.
Yeah.
So they get rid of Terry Rozier, who was at the time was an up and coming guard. Yeah. They get rid of him to get an aging guard, injury prone guard to Boston, who really didn't pan out. And they basically paid Oklahoma City more or less to just take him.
Yeah.
And in reality, Oklahoma City could just buy him out, and then he's a free agent.
Yep.
So he could go to someone like the Lakers or the Clippers or Milwaukee or, maybe a Philly, somewhere like that they're just a couple pieces away. And he could do well, or he could blow up in their face. We don't know.
Yeah. But at least they won't have a ton of money invested into
them. They shedded like $90-something million off their cap just by getting rid of him or something like that. But then they bring back Horford, who makes
he signed a big contract too, same time, to the Sixers. So yeah.
It's it's interesting time. We should say this will bring up Game 7 Saturday night. I don't know if you saw any of it or not, but Kevin Durant played out of his mind.
Yeah.
And was literally inches away from ending Milwaukee season.
Yeah.
If he would have hit that three and his foot wasn't on the line, it would have been over.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I saw the highlights and the stat lines, but but I didn't see the actual game. But yeah, that was another one. I was surprised. I was like, even Harden not at 100%. I said, with him, Durant, because Kyrie played that game too, right?
No, Kyrie didn't play at all.
Oh, he didn't. Okay. No. So, gotcha.
So think about this stat. So the big three of Kyrie, Durant, and Harden, how many games did they play together, you think?
In the regular season or playoffs?
Overall.
Oh, overall? 30?
8.
Holy shit.
8.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep, they played 8 games as the trio together. 8.
Shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's because they all missed so much time.
They all missed so much time.
Wow.
And then Harden was playing on a grade 2 hamstring strain.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, he wasn't the same. He was just there as a decoy.
For sure. Yeah.
Because down the stretch, if you have Harden and Durant, like either one can take the shot. Harden was just passing off to Durant every time.
Yeah.
Plus, Durant was out of his fucking mind too. I mean, he dropped 48 in a Game 7 loss.
Yeah.
But the thing that hurt them is they scored 2 points in the overtime. That was it. They couldn't buy a basket, and then Durant just misses that air ball for 3 over Holiday because he was fucking tired.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Durant's not my favorite because of all the shit that he's done and said, but he did play his ass off, and he was just so close of getting the win. So
yeah.
But now we get the Bucks and the Hawks that I probably won't watch much of.
Yeah, I probably won't either. But
there's no. I would only tune in and watch LeBron hopefully lose so I can rub in his stupid face. But Like you said, it's been a weird year. It's a weird Final Four. I don't think anybody would have predicted these last Final Four teams if you would have when the season started. There's no way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, yes, you probably would have had the Clippers in there, probably as the only one, but no one, maybe even Milwaukee to a certain extent. But even then, people were picking the Nets as soon as they traded for Harden. Right. So it was Nets and Sixers more or less. Yeah. And Milwaukee was the third team just thrown in there at the end.
You're right. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
But it is what it is, and we'll see what happens and go from there. Did you watch the U.S. Open yesterday?
Nope, I did not.
So John Rahm won the U.S. Open. He made 2 putts on 17 and 18 to win. And they were
that was his first major, right?
Yeah, first major. And it was coming off the fact when he got popped for COVID at the Memorial after the third round, and he was up by 6, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, you have to leave. You can't finish and play."
Yeah, yeah.
And like he said, he goes, I kept a positive attitude, and he made a putt on 17. It was a right to left break or left to right break, and he hit it and knocked it in. And then 18, it was kind of the same thing, and bam, he went up 1, and that was it.
Yeah.
Bryson DeChambeau was 5 under after the first 9. He was up 1, then shot a 44 on the back. He went 9 over on the back and absolutely tanked.
Holy shit.
He got a 9 on the 17th hole, or an 8 on the 17th hole on a par 4. That's like us playing golf more or less.
That's
we're not that terrible, but still, yes, we have our holes, but he's a professional golfer, folks. He's getting a 9 on a par 4.
Right.
So he shot a 44 on the back. He was 9 over on the back. And that was coming off of the front 9 where he had a 1-shot lead after playing the first 9.
That's insane.
Brooks Koepka must be laughing his ass off right now. So
yeah, right.
So I mean, typical U.S. Open. The rough was rough. Like if you hit it in the rough, you were done. You were toast.
Yeah.
Phil Mickelson, I think he shot 11 over for the whole tournament.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like it's not. Yeah, they make that shit hard, man. Like,
So I like those tournaments where you get scores like that. Where it's like the winner isn't necessarily 20 under or whatever by the end of the tournament. You get those great golfers that are like you said, like 11 over or what. It makes you feel better about yourself.
Yeah. I mean, because so around here, I mean, it's just nothing compares to what those guys play on, but like those guys are putting on basically like a gym floor, like and it's just what I mean, like that's how fast that shit is.
Yeah.
And for those guys to hit it and read the break and all that crap, but again, that's their job. I mean, if I played golf every day too, I think I'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Because it's just, repetition. I mean, I'm not, maybe if I won the Powerball, then maybe that's what I would do. But until that day comes, I'm just going to continue to be a fat ass motherfucker and be an IT guy.
Yeah.
And just make people mad at me. So it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. So, other sports stuff. The Euro's still going on. You've been watching any of
that? Not too much. Yeah, I don't know. The international soccer doesn't really do too much for me until it's World Cup time.
Yeah, which is next year, right? Is it next year? Or 2 years from now?
Yeah, I think it's next year, yeah.
2023?
Yeah.
2022.
No.
2022.
Yeah, I think it's 22, but I like it okay, but it's just not quite the same. But yeah, for me, it's like I love the Premier League, the English soccer, but and I like watching. I always root for some of the teams that have like some of my favorite players that are on City, but for the most part, I don't follow it as closely until it gets to World Cup time.
I get it. Okay, all right. All right. So I guess we'll talk wrestling now.
Yeah.
Hell in the Cell was last night. Did you watch?
I did not. Did you?
No. No. God, no.
Uh, yeah, I was at Christina's house, and she was like putting it, it's like seeing what was on, and and it popped up on Peacock, Hell in a Cell. She was like, I said, "Oh yeah, that's right, Hell in a Cell's on tonight." She was like, "Oh, do you want to watch that?" And I was like, "No." so, and so we watched It's Always Sunny instead. But you know,
Yeah, it's pretty bad that us us two people that are huge wrestling fans
yeah,
don't watch their shit.
yeah. Would rather watch an episode of It's Always Sunny that I've seen, 200 times.
Yeah, like me with 2.5 Men, I'd rather watch that
Yeah.
than yeah. So yeah, basically no titles changed, nothing happened really. The only thing that could happen potentially was Becky Lynch was backstage at the show because she's been at the Performance Center all week.
Yeah.
So her return is probably going to happen sooner than later.
Yeah.
And also another return that could happen sooner or later is Brock Lesnar. All the rumors are saying that Lesnar's coming back and most likely will fight Lashley at SummerSlam in Vegas.
It sure would be nice to see those two guys square off.
Oh my God. Two guys sweating profusely all over each other. It's going to be a glorious time.
Yeah.
And then do we get a 3-way with Becky, Rhea Ripley, and Charlotte?
Oh, wow.
That would be a 3-way that I wouldn't want to watch.
Speaking of 3-ways I didn't want to watch in wrestling, the China documentary was on this week. That was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Did you watch it?
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you think?
I like, obviously pretty sad story, but I thought it was done real well. So
my dad's quote to me was, "Man, I felt bad for her." I'm like, "Why?" Yeah. She goes, "She got fucked. Triple H literally fucked her." I'm like, "Yeah, literally and figuratively, Dad."
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. 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 So just another cautionary tale.
Right. Of pro wrestling relationships.
Yeah.
How exciting.
Yeah. It was good to see Vince Russo. But yeah, I mean, pretty fucked up story, but a lot of it was all, I mean, there was a lot of stuff I didn't know, obviously, but all the main things I already knew about. But yeah, but I thought it was well done. So.
Did you see the Most Wanted Treasures of Ric Flair last night?
No, I forgot.
Yeah, they're looking for his butterfly robe.
Yeah.
And the last time it was seen was like in '95 in like Jackson, Tennessee or some shit, and they haven't seen it since. It was that black one he wore at Royal Rumble '92.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a preview. I haven't watched it yet. Conrad basically said I'd give up anything in my collection for that robe.
Yeah.
Because I guess, yeah. Flair said, he had it that night and then it went missing.
No shit.
So.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't. Who knows if they found it or not? Because they do such a great job of telling us, everything else under the sun. So.
Yeah. Man, yeah, I'll go back and watch that today, but today or tonight. But yeah, that's yeah, that's it. It's cool that Conrad's on it.
Yeah, and Charlotte was on it.
Yeah.
I think they even went to the Con Radisson. I think.
Yeah.
I think AJ went to the Con Radisson, I believe.
Yeah. He could have his own like treasures like show. Not lost treasure, but just talk about all the shit he has, like the belts and the robes and everything else.
Yeah, I wish Conrad would have his own show, but I think doesn't he have his own thing on ad-free shows that I refuse to pay for?
Yeah, maybe.
Probably. I just legally download it. So. Oh shit! I'm not supposed to say that. Oh well.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't do that. My IP address is not this. Yeah. Sorry. I'll give you the school's IP address. We can use that one.
Yeah.
Trace it back to the school. Blame it on one of the kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, like you said, yeah. Conrad's got. Look, I have a lot of shit, but like these people that are like true collectors, Like they put my shit to shame. And look, and I have a pretty decent collection for a middle class person that doesn't make a lot of money. These
Yeah.
guys are spending thousands upon thousands of dollars
Yeah.
on stuff, and there's no way I would be able to do that. But for my little collection, that I have, I think it's fantastic. But
Yeah.
these
Right.
guys, man, like boots and gear and robes and belts and fuck, if I had that kind of money, I'd buy all that shit too, but I don't have it. So
Yeah, same. Yeah, I mean, I go on eBay all the time and just look. I'll search like WWE, and then I do, like I look up like ring worn
yeah.
memorabilia, and then I just look to see like what's out there, and it's just like, some of it people are like, it's super overpriced, and then there's some stuff that's like kind of cool where I was like, if I had the money, I would get that. Like, like they had a couple like Bobby Heenan suits and stuff
Yeah, I
like
saw
that.
those. Those are cool.
There was, there's a lot of like cool stuff out there, but yeah, same. It's like, it's all stuff that it's above our income.
Oh yeah. Speaking of ring worn gear, did you see some pro wrestlers are doing NFTs now?
No.
So Jim Cornette is doing NFTs as well as Bret Hart.
Yeah, no shit.
Jim Cornette's go on sale this Sunday at noon.
Yeah.
Tier 4 is $75. It's like a card of him in some sort of gear, like in one of his gear or whatever when he was managing. Tier 3 is like $200 and it's something else. And then tiers 1 and 2 are starting bid is like $1,000 for tier 2, and then $2,000 for tier 1. Tier 1 is like it's a ring worn suit. It's an actual tennis racket.
Yeah.
It's he'll personalize like handwritten authenticity of what it is.
Yeah.
And the bidding starts at $2,000.
Yeah.
Because he says he doesn't have a lot of rackets left.
Yeah.
And it's like a one, so it's a 1-in-1. So
yeah, right.
So yeah, so the starting bid's $2,000.
Holy shit. Yeah, I mean that'd be cool to have. If I had that kind of money, it would be cool to have. But
and tier 4 is 75. It's like a trading card or some shit, and then that's limited to 500.
Yeah.
So, and then they haven't announced what the Bret Hart stuff is yet. But it's his name's on the website, so I can just imagine what that shit's going for.
Yeah, right.
Considering I saw a red card Hasbro signed from Bret Hart, and it was like the guy wanted like $2,000 for it on eBay.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. But I wonder what he'll have for like ring worn.
I don't know. Maybe
if he'll sell anything like that.
Well, I can see one of those black jackets, maybe.
Yeah.
The sunglasses, probably like a ring worn outfit, and probably a pair of boots, I would imagine.
If I were him, I'd sell all my WCW stuff and just try to move on from that entire period.
Yeah, it's a good call. If he was smart, he would have burned it already. So
yeah, right.
He would have stuck it out. He would stuck it out front of the Hart House and just fucking put it in a trash can and lit it on fire. So,
yeah.
But,
yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if you have disposable income that you don't care about, sure. But
it's cool that's happening. It's like, but it's not on our radar because we're not. That's not us.
No, and even if it was us, I don't necessarily know if we'd actually buy it.
Yeah, right.
With me, if I, even if I had the money, I don't know if I'd spend it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd spend it probably on other things like cocaine and hookers, but I don't know if I'd buy wrestling stuff with it.
I know, but can you imagine that? Like doing like blow off a hooker's back, wearing an original Bret Hart singlet.
Oh.
Wow. The black and pink. Yeah, I mean it's it's
wow. I never thought of it like that before. Now that you say that, then maybe I need to do. Oh, thank God my wife doesn't watch this show.
Yeah.
or my parents. I don't know. Well, Dad watches, but he don't care.
He gets it.
So Samoa Joe's back. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So I guess he's like the special enforcer now on NXT.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's going to wrestle or not, but they brought him back because Triple H didn't want him to. Triple H didn't want him to go anyway, apparently.
Yeah.
And he was pissed off that they released him, so he brought him back as soon as he could. And the rumor is Aleister Black is going back too, even though I said last week or the week before that he was going to go to AEW. Rumor now is they want him back in the WWE down in NXT.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm sure it's one of those things. They'll bring him back, obviously, for less money, and put him on NXT. But it's like, I don't understand. I just don't understand what they're doing. I don't know.
Well, they brought Karrion Kross and Scarlett up to TV this week to do a dark match.
Yeah.
Because they might move them up to the main roster when they do their draft in September.
Yeah.
They also brought that Bronson Reed guy up too, that huge guy, that big guy. Yeah. They brought him up too. Cross worked with Ziggler and Reed worked with Bobby Roode before the SmackDown tapings on Friday.
Yeah.
Because I guess they want to maybe possibly bring them up to the main roster. But again, great. Bring them up. What are you going to do with them?
Yeah, exactly. So,
I mean, Karrion Kross checks all the boxes, but it doesn't mean shit. If Vince doesn't like you, then you ain't going to do nothing.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, whatever. So that's just how it is.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, for sure. And it's like, and like you talked about, Lesnar might come back and him versus Bobby Lashley. It's like, yeah, this is shit we've already seen a million times. It's
actually, we've never seen Lesnar Lashley.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
It would be the first time they've ever wrestled.
Yeah. No shit.
Yeah.
But
still, I don't want to see two sweaty men go against like look, I get people sweat, but these guys overly sweat like crazy.
Yeah.
Like I'm good.
Yeah, and it's like the angle of they're both MMA guys, and but it's like it's like shit like that. It's like I don't care. Like let's make some of these younger stars.
Yeah, bring up Adam Cole.
Yeah.
But again, even if they bring up Adam Cole, they won't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
Adam Cole should just stay on NXT.
Yeah.
In all honesty, and so should Ciampa and Gargano and all those guys. Just stay there because you're on TV every week.
Yeah.
Okay, you're getting paid probably pretty good money now that you're on TV. They probably made okay money before. You have a takeover every 7-8 weeks?
Yeah.
Maybe. Stay right there. You live in Orlando.
Yeah.
Like you can't, Yeah,
you're not traveling all the time.
Yeah, you're not traveling because you're either going to go to the Performance Center at the Capitol Wrestling Center or you're going to go to Full Sail if they ever go back to Full Sail.
Yeah.
Maybe they go back on tour like when the WWE does
in
the next couple weeks, but still. I would not want to go to the main roster. So,
no. God, no.
Because half those guys are gone or they're just not doing anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got to bring up a couple other things. I hate to talk about this, but I don't have much choice. Game Changer Wrestling, we'll talk about them real quick here. They ran a show in Wyoming Saturday night. Okay. It looked like it was in a barn. Literally.
Probably was. Yeah.
Literally. Nick Gage and Mance Warner. Have you seen Mance Warner ever?
I know the name.
Apparently they took things to another level, apparently, from what I saw on Twitter. And that the fans actually called the cops after the match. And the cops were there interviewing Warner and then trying to find Nick Gage, but he took off.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, were they doing stuff to fans, or it was just shit they were doing to each other?
They were doing to each other.
Yeah.
Mance Warner went through a flaming table. He got sliced open with a pizza cutter.
Yeah.
Just the typical backyard wrestling crap. That's crap. Yeah. The name of the show was Outlaw Mud Show. They stole that from Cornette.
Yeah.
Ricky Morton was on the show. So Ricky Morton has now wrestled in all 50 states because Wyoming was the only state he's never wrestled in, and then he wrestled in it on Saturday night.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
But how was his match? Was his like a backyard match? Okay.
I mean, it was all in the ring, but I mean, it just, it was just, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. Gage and Warner, it was a bunkhouse match, and they fucking destroyed each other. So
yeah, no thanks.
Matt Cardona, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So good luck to you in about a month because you're gonna get fucked.
Yeah. That's so bad.
There's no way I would do it. There's no way.
No.
So.
Yeah.
No, because Nick Gage will try to kill you.
Yeah. And then AEW this week.
Oh, I fucking can't even watch that shit. Fuck. That fucking show is fucking shit. So, man, they better do something. They better blow me away Saturday night and have a good show because these fucking 3 tape shows have been awful.
Yeah.
Like Kenny Omega can just go away. Like that thing with Jungle Boy in the back was awful.
Yeah.
Oh, this makes me want to go back and watch 86 NWA more than anything. So,
have they updated Peacock and put more of the old stuff on yet? Or
no, they actually the only good thing on Peacock now is they have a Broken Skull sessions with Mick Foley.
Yeah.
I started it last night at late, and then I didn't watch it. Then I fell asleep and paused it. But so far it was pretty good. I'm 25 minutes in. It's really good. But no, other than that, no, not really. I mean, a lot of the ECW stuff is there, like pay-per-views, but nothing. Some TVs are there, but not. So.
Yeah.
But no, Darby Allin and the 2 fucking retards fought in
a handicap match.
Yeah. I literally fast forwarded most of that show.
Yeah. New father, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, and John Moxley's a new father too.
Yeah. He wrestled with
Brock. Yes, Brock Anderson.
Cool. Yeah. So that was neat. So that was a good moment for Arn.
No, it was awful. It was awful. It was awful.
I said it was a good moment for Arn.
No, it was not a good moment for Arn. No. Did you see the generic tights he had on?
Yeah.
You see how big his ass was? Like, for real?
He looks just like his dad.
Fuck, dude, he had no... Balding.
Arn was never a body guy.
No, but fucking Arn was better looking than that.
Yeah.
I love how he's balding at like 24 years old already.
Yeah.
Shave your fucking head, dude. Like, just shave it all off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you said, it's a cool moment, but
yeah. Other than that, I mean, I watched the whole thing, but it wasn't anything good, really, I thought, but
no, the show sucked.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah.
It was fucking trash. So Kaz is like the elite killer now or some shit?
According to his new t-shirt.
What the fuck? Where did this come from? Okay.
Where does any of this stuff come from?
I have no idea. Apparently it comes from fucking a group text message, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Fucking idiots, man.
Yeah.
They're idiots.
I agree.
But hey, Saturday Night Dynamite though, we get Jungle Boy and Omega finally.
That'll be good, finally, like you said.
I can't wait.
The world's been waiting.
The world has been waiting for Kenny Omega to beat up another small human being again.
Yeah. I just hope Don Callis is there.
Oh, I don't know why he wouldn't be. So Impact fired him on TV Thursday night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like storyline, but yeah. Scott D'Amore fired him as the executive vice president of whatever.
Good.
And I was like, no shit, that happened back in May.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Maybe things will get better, but
Yeah.
probably not.
Yeah, probably not. But hey, we'll see.
Hey, we got a 3-hour Raw tonight. Can't wait to watch that shit.
Yeah, I forgot tonight. It's Monday night. I have to clean my teeth.
Yeah,
I won't be able to watch.
I have to work till 10, so maybe I'll have it on. Now I probably won't have it on. But I forgot to mention this too. At Hell in the Cell, like the big match of the night was Shayna Baszler versus Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
That was an actual match.
Yeah.
They've made Shayna look stupid. Like they made her afraid of a fucking puppet.
They're still doing that.
Yeah, because Alexa has a puppet now, Lily,
Yeah.
or whatever, or a doll or some shit.
Here we are.
Dude, I can't make this shit up, man. Like for real. If you would have told me 20 years ago in 2021, we'd be talking about a MMA legit fighter scared of a doll on Monday Night Raw. I couldn't have made that shit up if I tried.
Yeah.
And if you would have told me 20 years ago that a short, long-haired, crazy beard nerd would have a wrestling company,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have believed you either.
Yeah. Right.
Who doesn't know how to book, who doesn't know whatever.
Yeah. Whatever. Life moves on.
Life moves on.
No.
So Saturday we get again Kenny and Jungle Boy, and then Wednesday we get MJF versus Sammy Guevara.
Yeah.
In the main event of Dynamite.
Which that'll probably be pretty good.
I hope so, because the build up to this shit has been so done wrong.
Yeah.
Why is MJF beating up Dean Malenko?
Yeah, right. With Parkinson's. Yeah, I mean that whole the precursor, that whole match, the Wardlow versus what's his name?
Hager.
They it was just so weird, because it was supposed to be an MMA fight, but it was clearly like still like I mean yeah.
I have no words for that match either.
When Wardlow ran up the side of the cage and did the Superman punch off the cage, I was like, come on.
What? What's wrong with that?
Well, I mean, it would have been great if these punches were real and actually
connect.
Yeah.
I mean, what? But, I mean, I think I run around the cage and punch people all the time. Oh wait, no, that's not me.
Yeah, no, yeah. So it's kind of, yeah, I don't know. So I was like, how the hell are they gonna do this? And the answer was not super good. So, yeah.
What do you mean? It was great.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like Hager would have, obviously like killed in real life, would have killed him in like 30 seconds, but
for sure.
But
for sure, yeah, because they hyped up his MMA career, and I'm like,
yeah.
He'd fucking kill him.
But, yeah.
Look, I'll be straight with you right now. I don't know how much more I can watch any of this shit.
Yeah.
I am at the point where me as a lifelong wrestler, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna give myself a fucking aneurysm watching this shit. Like, like I literally want to take my remote and throw it through my fucking TV. Like, at everything. Like, SmackDown, Raw, NXT, like all this shit. Like,
yeah.
So they moved Reigns and Mysterio from Hell in the Cell to SmackDown so they can get a rating on Fox. Because what I've read was Fox is mad that WWE's promoting Peacock on Fox, and Peacock's mad that they're promoting stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and they're all mad at each other.
Yeah.
Oh, who saw this coming?
Yeah, right.
Of course they're gonna be fucking pissed. Fox doesn't want to fucking bend this.
Competitive company.
Yeah. Like, I mean, who could have seen that coming down the fucking road?
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna see this a lot more, where they're gonna fucking take shit off of the pay-per-view and put it on Fox or even Raw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, whatever. We get fans back though in like 2 weeks or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like legit.
That's cool. At least there's that.
Because July 7th, AEW actually goes to Texas.
Yeah.
And apparently AEW has done very well with live ticket sales, and WWE hasn't done shit.
Really?
Yeah. All three or four AEW shows are almost sold out right now in the month of July.
Yeah.
WWE, I don't know if it's even close.
No kidding.
No one wants to watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, in all honesty, like who wants to I'll say this right now. Who wants to go live to a 3-hour Raw when you can't even watch it for 5 minutes?
Yeah, right. Yeah. And there's still dark matches and everything else,
Yeah. Like, look, I want to go to WrestleMania. I've always said that. I've always wanted to go. But look, if WrestleMania is in Texas, the only way I'm going to go is if The Rock's going to be there.
Yeah.
Because the rumors Rock and Reigns.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, I don't really want to go. Like, someone has to bring, like, some big name has to draw people there. And right now, they don't have anybody.
Yeah. That's what I said. I was like, if WrestleMania came to Boston, I'd maybe go. But it's like, but I would want to go more for the like other stuff, like the different experiences they do.
Yeah, because you want to go to WrestleCon and you want to go to all the independent shows that are going to be way better than the WWE shit.
Yeah.
And even reality, probably the last since WrestleMania 30, NXT's been the better show that weekend, hands down.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, because 30 was in California. No, 30 was in New Orleans. 31 was in California. When they did the California show, NXT ran that house show in San Jose. It was a sellout, and it was a better show than WrestleMania was.
Yeah.
Because case in point, that was WrestleMania that Triple H went over Sting.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And hence why Sting's not there anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And hence why Triple H has all the power.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's true though. Like, but the problem is, the WrestleManias have become, we talked about it 1,000 times. They become too bloated, and but that's the beauty of NXT. It's like, it's a short and sweet, pay-per-view, 2-3 hours or whatever, and it's all you need, man.
Right, and they have banger matches too.
Yeah, yeah.
Because every match tries to outperform the other one.
Yeah.
The only good thing about WrestleMania this year was it was 2 fucking days.
Yeah.
If that was one day, there's no way I would have watched all of that. I would have fucking probably hung myself in my kitchen table or some point or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, look, even 35 was in New York. Like, I literally thought about going.
Yeah.
The show got over at fucking 12:15, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it got over, it fucking downpoured.
Yeah.
So you get there, what? 5:30? 5? Maybe even earlier?
Yeah.
Because the pre-show, I think, was 2 hours long. So so you get there 4, doors open at 4, whatever.
Yeah.
Get to your seat, and you're at your seat for 6 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I pee like 8 times in 6 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Whatever. Even these AEW pay-per-views are too long.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like 4 hours.
No. Yeah, I 3's my cap. I think that's about my attention span for a pay-per-view.
Well, yeah, because when we were kids, it would start at 8 and be over by like 10:45.
Right.
Because they had that hard cutoff where they had to end the show.
Yep, by 11. So, yeah.
And then ECW's pay-per-views were 2 hours long. They started at 9 when they first came out.
But I was like, Jesus, we used to get all these pay-per-views as a kid, and I was like, man, how did I stay up this late? But I was like, oh yeah, I didn't stay up this late. They didn't go this fucking long. So.
Right. Or if you fell asleep, you had the magic of putting in a VHS tape and taping it.
Yeah, right. Without the written consent of WWF.
Right. Well, I mean, everyone taped that shit back in the day.
Yeah, right.
That's why everyone would be the tape traders or whatever.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
now it's just you hit DVR, you can watch it on fucking YouTube the next morning.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, exactly. Like anything, it's like I don't need to watch like, for the most part, like any type of pay-per-view anymore, because it's like shit. You can just go on and watch either the clips or full matches the next day. So.
Yeah, because they updated to YouTube so fast because they want the YouTube because they want the YouTube numbers. So
yeah,
because they get so much revenue from YouTube now because they have so many subscribers.
So it's like you miss like a lot of like the between match bullshit, but it's like who cares? It's like if there's a match you want to see, it's like you can easily see it the next day. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Did you see the press release that was released last week about AEW?
I don't know.
I think I sent it to you. So they're gonna have a live Dynamite show in September in New York.
Yeah.
At Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Yeah.
I hope it fucking rains.
It probably will. I hope they all get AIDS.
Herpes, maybe.
Yeah.
Look, great, cool. You're going to New York. Cool.
Yeah.
So you couldn't book Barclays, you couldn't book MSG, so you book a fucking outdoor tennis stadium.
Yeah.
In September.
Yeah.
Which weather-wise, it could be fucking fantastic, or it could be a fucking shit show. Because we both know the weather up here in the fall, and either it's really great or it's fucking raining buckets.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, September, October. That's the time when like we don't get hurricanes here, but we get like the tail ends of like hurricane tropical storms. So it's like you get those like 1 day or 2 days of just like pouring fucking rain,
and wind, and
yeah. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But
we'll see.
I like them. I like that fans are finally like back in the stands. It's such a, I don't know, like that pop is so important to the product. So
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Whatever. Is it important to the product anymore? Does it really matter?
Yeah.
Does it really matter who you cheer for anymore?
No, but it makes more fun. I get more into it when everybody's into it.
Yeah, but I can't get into it, so no.
Yeah.
Oh well. Like, hey, you know what? Good for them to try to, good for them. Like, go to Vince's backyard. Like, cool.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of hope NXT runs a show that Tuesday right before in like New York or something.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure they will. So.
I don't know. We'll see.
They'll do something to compete, like, especially in New York. That's always been considered like Vince's town. So.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man. This is. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just not good anymore.
No.
And this is going to be us forever.
Yeah.
but in other news, we have a new federal holiday now.
Yeah. Which I'm stoked about. I love
Juneteenth, right? They call it Juneteenth or June 19th. Yeah.
Which, funny story, Brewer has always celebrated Juneteenth. Like every year since I don't know when probably early 2000s maybe, because Michael Shelley, because there were two towns in the United States that recognized Juneteenth, and it was a place in Texas and a place in Brewer, Maine. So every year on Juneteenth, the mayor, I didn't do it the year I was mayor because it's during the day and I think I had to work or something like that, and I couldn't get the day off because of vacation schedules. But so there's always, like in Chamberlain Park, we've always done the Juneteenth thing, and we do a proclamation in our city council thing. So it's kind of funny that it was like, these. So I already was like well aware of what Juneteenth was, but it was funny. It was only Brewer and this other like city in Texas were the only two countries in the only 2 towns or cities in the United States that recognized it. So, which is pretty weird. But it was because Mike Shelley, when he was from Texas, and it was something he pushed for when he was on the council, and it became a yearly thing. So,
Wow.
but yeah, so it became a federal holiday. I was like, my first thing was like, cool, another paid day off for me.
Yeah. So I went to work Friday for like an hour and a half, and then
Yeah.
Frank, Frank, have a good weekend. I'm like, what? Oh, since Juneteenth passed and it's tomorrow, you guys are off today. So so everybody gets to go home.
Yeah.
Dude, as soon as they said that, I was like, shoo, out the door.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, like for like the postal service is still operating because they couldn't shut down on that short of notice, but next year it'll be celebrated. So, and I always take vacation time in June, so I'm like, well, I get to save another 8 hours of vacation time because I'll probably have that week off. And
well, let's see. Hold on, we'll look at something right now. Oh, hold on, I'm in the wrong year. I think it's going to be on a Sunday.
Okay.
So they celebrate it probably Monday.
Yeah.
And then the year after that, it's actually on a Monday.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm all for any federal holiday.
Yeah, I'm for any holiday.
Yeah.
Great. Pay me to be home. Awesome.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So this is the first new federal holiday since Martin Luther King Day was introduced.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I won't say anything else because they'll get me thrown off of YouTube.
Well, federal holidays are, like, I mean, they're not even like, a lot of them aren't even like that old. It's like,
no.
I mean, Christmas wasn't even a recognized federal holiday until like the late 1800s.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
So it's kind of, yeah, but whatever.
Well, if you think about it, they just started giving people Black Friday off a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Because now they consider that like Thanksgiving, like over 2 days, more or less.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously for us, like like postal service, we still have to work. But I know my girlfriend at her job, they when they told her about what holiday she had off, he goes, yeah, we have Thanksgiving and then Black Friday off too. Yes. So, so you see, that's starting to be a lot more common too, and it makes sense. I mean, it's like Thanksgiving, and then you're gonna make people come back for a day, and then the weekend. It's like, no, just give everybody the holiday weekend.
Yeah, because a lot of doctors' offices would be closed then after that, because it's
Yeah.
Oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just excited for another paid day off.
Me too.
But the only thing that's gonna fuck schools could be if we run late.
Yeah.
And have a late, if we have like 85, if we have like 5 or 6 snow days.
Yeah.
You're gonna run into this. You're gonna run into this where you're gonna be off on a Monday and the kids have to come back on a Tuesday.
Right.
Which is gonna fucking piss a lot of fucking people off.
Yeah. Most people are just gonna be like, yeah, cool. How about I just don't go back?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what it's going to be. But you know what? Yeah. That's a problem to deal with down the road. Yeah. But I'm just saying it like now, like I could definitely see that being an issue down the road.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
We got out kids got out super early this year, but it wasn't also a normal year either. So
right.
If we have a normal year, you go to like the 14th or 15th. If you have a couple extra snow days, you're into that next week where that Juneteenth is there. And that's going to fucking piss some people off.
Yeah.
Especially these ignorant fucking teachers that don't want to fucking work any more than they have to.
Yeah. Right. Well, yeah, it'll be the teachers that are more pissed off than the kids. Because
for sure.
They're going to be like, yeah, cool, we're not coming back.
Right. Right.
And so it'll be the teachers that'll be like pissy that they have to be there. But,
because as a school department, we celebrate all federal holidays, and this one's going to be tricky for in the next couple of years to see what people do, because I'm just saying it now to be like, hey, you got to prepare for this because this could turn into a shit show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I'll just sit back and watch and laugh.
Yeah.
Because I'm that asshole. So.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's gonna suck to be a substitute teacher like that. Because the other one, it's gonna be substitute teachers that are gonna be running the school on that
Oh,
day.
fuck yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Oh man. Substitute teaching. Gotta love those people.
Yeah.
Have you bought any new figures lately besides the Jungle Express thing? No.
No, that's that's the most recent one I got. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You got anything else you want to cover?
No, not really.
No, it's just been kind of, this is the time of year where it's kind of a lull now. We're like, we still got baseball going on, but no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
We got we got the NBA playoffs right now where really nobody gives a shit unless you live in Milwaukee, Atlanta, Phoenix, or LA.
Yeah.
I'm
told there's hockey playoffs going on.
Oh yeah, there is, but again, the Final Four in hockey is Vegas and Montreal.
Yeah.
And the Islanders and the Lightning.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the Vegas series is tied at 2-2 now.
Yeah.
And I believe the Islanders are up 3-1. I really don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know. All I know is that Zolak and Bertrand on NBC Sports Boston is a fantastic show.
Yeah.
I watch that religiously now, and I don't even know why. Yeah, I don't know. I know. Zolak is just fucking hysterical. So
I like Zolak quite a bit. I've never really watched that show though.
Oh yeah, well yeah, no, Mark Bertrand is a bigger dude.
Yeah.
He was a dude that was like, man, I got a radio voice. It's great. Now I'm on TV. Fuck me. I should not have had 8 pizzas back in the day. But no, I watch it. I don't know why. I just started watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think they're great.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing else. I mean, I gotta work at 3:30 to 10 and still have no power at the school because keep getting messages about our printers are offline. Yeah, the servers at the school. That's why. Sorry. It is what it is. So, all right. And Matt is frozen. It looks like Matt's frozen. Oh, is he back? Oh, he's back. There we go. He was frozen there for a little while.
Hey, did pretty good.
You did pretty good till the end.
Yeah.
So power's still off at school.
Yeah.
Keep getting messages about our printers say they're offline. Yeah, because the servers lives at school. Sorry. Because how it works is we have one virtual machine. Well, we have a physical server at school, but I have everything on virtual. They're on virtual servers.
Yeah.
One lives at the high school and one lives at the community school. Well, half the stuff's at the high school and half the stuff's at the middle school. So the print server and the file server is at the high school and it's offline because there's no power.
Oh, nice.
Well.
Cool.
Oh well. All right. Yeah. Well, we're gonna go. We'll record Sunday at our normal time. So my apologies to like the 2 people that watched this fucking show about yesterday. Sorry that I had a hangover that I don't eat and then I don't even drink. So
yeah.
We can thank my wife and her friends for that. They gave me a hangover because of all the cigarettes they smoke when they drink. So we'll thank them. And the fact that we got home at 2:45, it would just, did me in. So again, my apologies. We will record at a normal time next week. This coming Sunday, we will record at 10 and we'll post it Sunday, late morning, early afternoon. So John can actually watch it on time today, as he texted me this morning and said, "Where's the podcast?" So we didn't record yesterday. We're going to record today. And he goes, you need to give the fans what they want. And my response was, yeah, the 4 people that watch this show.
Give the fan what they want.
Give the one person that watched this show what they want. is our two mugs recording, talking about random shit.
Yeah.
Giving our thoughts about sports and wrestling and just everything else. So
yeah.
And my cool wall of shit behind me. So
yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna go. This has been the weekly wrap, and we are out. And have a fantastic day.